Officials are confirming the worst tonight. There are no survivors after a military helicopter collided with a passenger jet in the skies above Washington on Wednesday evening. Several figure skaters are among the 67 victims. And the focus has now shifted to how this could have happened. Brian Abel joins us from the scene. And Brian, what have you been seeing and hearing?
It's quite eerie, Cynthia, being near the flight path as Reagan National Airport has opened back up, and we are seeing American airline flights coming in for landing. That search and rescue coming to a recovery effort now. Aviation officials stressing that it is too early to begin placing blame, and more bodies have been recovered as the search continues for even more casualties.
American Airlines says Flight 5342 from Wichita, operated by PSA, was on approach to land at Reagan National Airport when it and an Army Black Hawk helicopter from the 12th Aviation Battalion, similar to this one, collided in flight.
It was a fairly experienced crew, and it was doing a required annual night evaluation. They did have night vision goggles.
There was not a breakdown in communication between the military helicopter and American airline flight. There was communication between the aircraft and the tower.
Among the PSA jet's passengers, several athletes, coaches, and family members returning from a development camp with U.S. figure skating. In a statement, the governing body said it is devastated by this unspeakable tragedy. At the White House, President Donald Trump addressing the tragedy.
As one nation, we grieve for every precious soul that has been taken.
But he also pointed fingers.
I put safety first. Obama, Biden, and the Democrats put policy first. The FAA's diversity and inclusion hiring plan, which says diversity is integral to achieving FAA's mission of ensuring safe and efficient travel. I don't think so.
When asked for evidence why DEI could be a factor.
Because I have common sense, okay?
This morning, the president appointed a former senior aviation official as the FAA's acting administrator. That role, among others at the agency, were left empty following resignations ahead of Trump taking office.
And former Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg is pushing back on President Trump's comments, calling them inaccurate and, quote, despicable. The NTSB also warning against speculation as investigators begin their process of trying to piece together exactly how this happened. Cynthia?
And Brian, at this point, what do we know about the search for the plane's recording devices?
As of right now, they have not been recovered, and that's just a crucial piece of evidence here. So there is the evidence that is in the water right now. That's just one piece. Of course, the communications between the aircraft and the tower you see behind me here is another, and that video showing the collision coming from the Kennedy Center security cameras. But the recovery efforts in the water, they're being hampered right now because from our understanding based on sourcing and law enforcement is that multiple pieces of the plane are mangled, making it difficult for not only the divers to recover the casualties, but also to find those black boxes.
All right, Brian, thank you. And that is CNN's Brian Abel in Washington.